Welcome to the Star Warrior Prime Reviews, and on today's review we will be revealing the Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13 Nexus Prime. And I'm very excited to review this one. I know that it's a bit hit or miss with some of the fans in the community, but I'm very excited for it. I really love the box art. That's actually Nexus Prime right there. And I think the idea originally was it was going to be a duocon, so there'd be like a bottom half and a top half, but then they ultimately said, no, I feel like we can make him the centerpiece to a combiner, give him his artifact, and yes, he has a very funny vehicle mode, but there's a lot of cool fan modes out there. I really love him for his robot mode. Very classic looking kind of robot mech. Really cool box art right there of him with his artifact. I'm pulling a blank on it. Is it the Enigma of something? Oh man, I'm forgetting it. But yeah, the package is cool, but let's open it up and check out the toy. And here we have Nexus Prime out of the package, and I really like him. I like the design. I will say the one thing I did not notice when I've seen photos of him is he's got a bit of a backpack, which we're used to seeing in Transformers. And the reasoning behind that is the cone has to go somewhere, but also the cone is hiding giant robot man head, so that's really cool. Let's go over articulation real fast. So the head is on a ball joint, so it can get some movement that's a little bit more than usual. You can go up that far, which is actually pretty impressive when it comes to head movement. Arms can go all the way out, and like I say all the time with Transformers, because of the transformation, there's a lot of articulation usually. Arms can bend about that far that way. There is a bicep swivel. Hands, the hands do move a little bit, but not a lot because of the cool arm cannons. There is, of course, waist swivel, no ab crunch. Legs can go that far out. There is a hip swivel, or a thigh cut swivel. And then, of course, there is the leg. You can bend that way. There is some foot rocker action. And some foot movement like that due to the transformation. But yeah, lots of great articulation. He does come with some wings with guns on them. I think that they would plug in. You could plug them in here, I think, on the back. But I don't think that's where they're meant to be plugged in. We'll see with the transformation. But you can hold them like blasters. And then point the wings down like that. Which is kind of cool, actually. We could put it like that. But yeah, really cool. Besides the two blasters that are wings, there's also the artifact, which is awesome looking. You can see the symbol of Nexus Prime in there, and there's a port to plug it into things. But yeah, I think this is a really cool figure. In robot mode, it is amazing. I give it 5 out of 5 in robot mode. I really like the design. I like the look of like a robot. That is just cool. And now we're going to transform it, and I'll give my thoughts on the transformation, vehicle mode, and what it looks like, and then we'll go over our final thoughts on it. And here we have it in vehicle mode. And you know, I'm not too upset about it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of something from like an old bit game, like Galaga or Asteroid. Like this would be some kind of space sci-fi vehicle for that. I get a lot of people are like, it's just, you know, kind of like a brick with wings, but I like it. It's growing on me the more I look at it. And you have to remember that the supposed rumor with this, and I don't know if it would be considered rumor, it might actually be, you know, confirmed, is that they're going to do the other 4 limbs and possibly a skeleton system for it. The skeleton system is a little bit more maybe. I think the 4 limbs they did say, because they noticed there was some fans kind of upset about the whole situation, they did say that the 4 limbs are something we're thinking about doing. The skeleton on the right, as of right now, is kind of 50-50. They're saying, you know, you could put them in Superion, and then you could buy an extra Bruticus, because they're going to probably do the tank, the spaceship, and a jet. I think there's 2 jets in the original Nexus combiner. And you're going to need the Bruticus and the Superion to do that. I really hope that's not the case, because I don't want to have to buy 2 more of those just to have the skeletons mixed and matched. I'm hoping they'll just come out with a skeleton for him. They might even re-release him with the skeleton, which would be kind of messed up for fans who already own this one, but they've done that in the past. They might even just, it'd be interesting if they just did a gift box. But yeah, besides that, it's a really cool vehicle, really cool robot. Definitely love the robot a lot more than the vehicle. But this is something cool. As a fan of sci-fi and space and video games of the 80s with spaceships shooting asteroids and aliens and stuff like that, I kind of dig it. I love that the artifact can kind of plug in right there to become part of the nose cone. Overall, I think this is really cool. I give this 5 combiners out of 5. I think this is really cool, and I cannot wait to see what they do to finish it off and extra things they're doing with it. I love that it has the port right here. Apparently that's so you can connect it to the skeleton to make the giant jet mode. But it's really cool because you can put an extra gun here if you want. But yeah, I like it. Like I said, I give it 5 combiners out of 5. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. If you got it, if you're going to wait to see what happens. I have a feeling if they don't reissue them with the skeleton, they will reissue Nexus Prime at some point in the future with the other limbs so that you can get it if you miss it now. So I don't know if you need to buy it right this moment. You could wait on it. But like always, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. If you are, thank you so much for the support. Share this with anyone who might get a kick out of it. Like I said, leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for stopping by. I will catch you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day.